Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Wahara Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone or Roel. Peace and blessings, salutations to the whole elect of Israel. Alright, this lesson, I'm going to get into how you heathens are going to be punished, alright, for what you've done to the children of Israel, alright, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, alright, and it's righteous punishment that you're going to receive, okay, it's justified, it's called justice, alright. So we're going to start off with the scripture that most people know and is truth, one of the first scriptures that they learn, in Revelation chapter 13. I'm going to start at verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. All right, that's clear as day, man. You heathens have all played a role in our captivity. All you heathen nations have had us in captivity at one point in time. All right, which is why now when the Messiah returns and America is destroyed, which is biblical prophecy, and once the elect are gathered, 2/3 of Israel will be destroyed, but then come back later on in the kingdom through the loins of the elect. But you're going to go into slavery, all right, you heathens, for what you've done. And if you want to say, well, that wasn't us, or that, your family didn't own slaves, you're going in slavery as a nation, not as individuals, right? And just like us, I mean, the curses were put upon all of us, and we all had to go through captivity, even though some of us probably didn't go off, because reincarnation is in the scriptures. So you are your forefathers, really. All right, you come back every third or fourth generation. All right, so if you want to say that wasn't you, I got a scripture for you anyways. All right, Isaiah. And just because there's scriptures in the Old Testament doesn't mean they've happened yet. A good amount of the Old Testament links up with the New Testament and its future prophecy, okay? So don't let the title of like the title Old Testament fool you, okay? Because there are good portions that have not been fulfilled yet. Like the book of Obadiah. It's a perfect example, which I'll get into that after, a little bit later on in the lesson. This lesson isn't going to be that long because, the point is going to be made pretty quickly here. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the city, or the face of the world with cities. Salakia. So prepare slaughter for his children. All right? And remember, reincarnations in the scriptures, you come back every third to fourth generation. So you were your forefathers. All right? Up in the line. So don't think that you come back in your father's line too. So don't think that you different. You're always gonna, if you're an Israelite, you're always gonna come back as an Israelite. All right? So you devils are done, man. You heathens are going into slavery. Your kingdom is finished. Okay, your rulership, your heaven is done. All right, we're in hell, you're in your heaven, but now it's gonna flip. We're gonna be in our heaven. All right. But I'm gonna go to the beginning of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. For Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. All right, so that's clear as day. Okay. Now, there's a lot of scriptures, but I'm going to get the real main daggers, I'd say. So I'm going to go to Obadiah, the book of Obadiah. You can read that whole chapter because it's only one chapter, but I'm going to hit the main points in it that are revolving around that you heathens are going to get your punishment for what you have done to us. Okay? Rightfully so. I think I just passed. The book of Obadiah. I'm going to start at verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Because you heathens, specifically, this is talking about you Edomites, are prideful as hell, man. You're like, nah, America's not going to get destroyed. We're not going to slavery. You're prideful, all right? But your pride is going to deceive you, okay? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Okay? So your pride is going to collapse under you, and you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be taken out of power. Okay, verse 15. Verse 10. Verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. After because all you heathens are going into bondage, all right? And after you serve your bondage, the heathens will, go back to their lands, but they'll have to follow our law, statutes, and commandments and all that, all right? But you Edomites are going to be rounded up and killed, put down, man, all right? And be extinct. Verse 15, for the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, so all 17 heathen nations. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. All right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. Okay? So that's clear as day. Alright, so you heathens are going to get your righteous judgment, okay? I'm going to get Ezekiel chapter 35. This is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, and the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Alright? Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. All right. So you heathens, especially you devils, you better just live it up, man. All right. Live it up in your kingdom. Enjoy your last couple. Well, we don't know when the nukes are gonna hit. Specifically the days, but we know that it's soon. So, live up your last days, so to speak. Whether that's, because we don't know when hell is going to break loose, all right? Adawan Ratazah, hell breaks loose soon, and that the nukes can hit soon. But, enjoy your last go around, man. This is your last time, so enjoy your kingdom before it's gone, all right? Enjoy the food while it's there, so to speak, all right? Fill your bellies with your mirth and your pleasures, because once you're in the kingdom, you're done. All right, you're not doing none of that no more. You're not going to be pushing this faggot shit. You're not going to be, doing all this nasty, disgusting, vile shit that you devils do right now. Okay. So, get ready, because your judgment is coming at a rapid pace. Your kingdom is clearly collapsing. All right, I'm going to end off with one precept in the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right, so it's our turn, man. The righteous are going to be in rulership. The wicked are going to be where they belong, in bondage, all right, for the atrocities that they've committed, and along with the other heathens, okay? So with that said, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone of Ruel. Peace and blessings and salutations to the whole elect of Israel. Shalom.